Greetings, everyone. This is Bree Madison with your Pick a Card reading. I'm going to ask you to choose one of these piles that resonates with you, that's standing out to you, and we're going to find out how your ex truly sees you. We use sage to clear the decks, and believe me, there's a lot of energy in this home right now. We don't know what we're dealing with, but we seem to have some kind of energy that likes to play pranks. So I've been saging a lot. Okay, the first deck, this is deck 1, and this is rose quartz. Okay, this is deck 2, and this is velvet, black velvet tourmaline. This is a very protective stone. The third deck is citrine. This is a stone that people like to use to manifest money. And the fourth deck is pyrite, and this too manifests money, but it also works with other crystals to bring about other changes that you're trying to make. When you're ready to go ahead with the reading, we'll get started. Let me just give you a second in case you don't want to put on pause. Okay, we're going to start with the first deck. This is deck 1. This is a love stone. This is a rose quartz. Don't change your mind if you already picked another deck. Okay, because your intuition is very important. We're going to start with rose quartz. We're going to find out how your ex-lover views you and what they're saying about you to other people. Okay, here we go. Put these guys to the side. Rose quartz, group 1. I'm not used to working with this deck. The Romance Angels deck, I don't normally work with decks like this, but for this purpose I thought it might be interesting. Okay, I'm getting an idea where we're going here. Okay. 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 Let's look at the oracle first and get that out of the way. One of you withdrew from the other one, so, obviously you're not together right now. But for some reason I'm getting this back and forth energy, group 1. And you're being asked to listen to your intuition. And it appears that things were getting bad and things were becoming too serious, and you took out the playfulness, which may have intercepted. I feel like, now I really don't read this card, but I would say from what it's saying that you lost a connection. You had a strong chemistry, and you still do, but you lost the connection because you forgot to play. You probably were worried about bills and other things. That's what I'm getting. Before I turn over any more cards, let me just focus for a moment, please. Spirit guides, can you please help group 1 with telling them how their ex currently sees them and what he or she is saying about them? I'm hearing that some of you, because this is a general reading, had too many bills, too many expenses, working too much, not seeing enough of each other. Someone felt lonely, and I feel like they stepped out. Someone wanted to go out and dance, party. I'm getting that. I see somebody like that. So what happened was, instead of, you both were very stubborn, and instead of discussing what was going on, which a lot of us do, one or both of you stepped away and went out with your friends, and you started looking around at other scenery. I'm getting that very strongly. Took each other for granted, honestly, and didn't realize it at the time. That's what I'm getting, group one. They feel like you took each other for granted, that you had too many bills, too many concerns, and they also felt that there wasn't enough playfulness. Everything was too serious, and life is too short, and we were worried too much about bills. Some of you had children with them as well. I see a boy and a girl. There was a deep concern for money. Here, I feel like money just wasn't coming as quickly as you needed it to, and it kind of helped destroy your relationship. There's also a backstabber here, or someone who is very jealous and chasing the other person around, but it feels to me like a third party who's a backstabber. Someone was very jealous of you, group one. Someone was very jealous of you. Not your lover, but someone from the outside. It feels very much like a female energy. It could go either way, but I'm getting female. And then one or both of you were thinking, if I can't fix this, then what do I do? Well, one was left behind while the other one went out. I'm getting that very strongly. One was left behind while the other one escaped out, and one stayed home. And one person kept moving forward, but not with you. You see, these two have to be in alignment. You weren't in alignment. No. Somebody needed attention here, and they weren't getting it, and they sought it elsewhere. Just attention-seeking behavior. And things were not moving forward for you because one of you was going away from the other and looking for attention, maybe hanging out with your friends, wanting excitement that they felt left the relationship. And they didn't want to be tied down anymore. And that's how they felt. They felt tied down and confused and scared. And so they sought outside sources for attention. They didn't want to worry about it anymore. They felt overwhelmed and kind of ran away from the situation. One of you did. It could have been a Sagittarius. Or someone who was just seeking more balance in their life. And honestly, they really felt like things just weren't going in the right direction. They didn't feel like both of you were contributing to the relationship. So group one, what I'm very much getting that they are reporting about you is that you had too many bills. They felt overwhelmed, or you felt overwhelmed. One of you stepped outside of the relationship for attention and to kind of get away because you felt overwhelmed, and you became so serious, and two, you were working so much. One of you or both of you were working too much, and the other one was not getting enough attention. This is what they're telling people. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. This is what they're telling people. What's going to be the outcome of this situation, please? Well, group one, you have a spy. Some of you have a very toxic person that's watching your social media and causing problems for you. And it could be your ex even. That's just not over it. They're not over it. Yes, because they haven't moved on. So this person, whoever it is, has not moved on. And they have reported this to people who are close to them. They're very unhappy about the situation, and I heard wears his or her heart on their sleeve. This person's very upset about the breakup. They think they think you guys made a mistake. I feel like they've reached out to you in the past, and it was like hitting a stone wall. I see a stone wall, like somebody just running into a stone wall. They may come across angry or sullen, but they secretly still, they want you back. But I'm hearing without all the problems. And because you guys are not good at working together, and I'm not judging, I've had the same issue myself. But if you're not good at working together with someone and you don't figure out a way to work together, then it's not going to work. And they, deep down inside, they know this. But I also feel like they've lost their soulmate here. One of you, though, was not ready for this at the time. I do feel some growth here. I see some reflection. Somebody was drinking a lot after the breakup. One of you. One of those things where you don't know what you've got till it's gone. That's the feeling I get about group one. Okay, group one, so that's what I have for you. Thank you very much. If you need any more information, I'll leave my information below. And feel free to contact me. Thank you so much for coming. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, group two with the tourmaline. Group two with the tourmaline. This is the black velvet tourmaline. It's very protective. That group, you're next. Okay, let's see what we have here. Interesting. Okay, so according to the cards, some of you had different religions from the other person. Or one of you may have been a Christian and the other one was a pagan, for example, or a Jew and a Christian, something like that, Jewish religion. Catholic. I heard Catholic. You did very much enjoy each other. It felt like a high, but there's that undertone, that underlining feeling of we can't be together. One of you needs to work on your your heart chakra. You were not giving. One of you was not giving enough to the relationship. And one of you was more after money than the relationship itself. I very much get Catholic and Jewish here. Catholic and Jewish. One of you, group two, was very giving. too giving, I think. And you wanted the world with this person. And I'm picking up a lot of hurt from you regarding this relationship. One of you embodied this woman, this Queen of Swords, and one of you was very hurtful with your words, very curt with your words. I believe you were hurt and said some things you wish you could take back, and you feel like it's too late now. One of you wanted to stop arguing, so there was a lot of arguing here. There was a lot of discontent, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of people doing things the opposite of one another, a lot of secrets. I feel secrets. I heard secrets in my mind. Thank you, Spirit. And one or both of you lost faith in the relationship. One or both of you had issues with your faith that you belong to as well. A lot of arguing, a lot of heartache, and a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunication. The Knight of Swords is not a very nice person. This is someone with a very sharp tongue, and they come in very quickly. I still feel like one of you has a very, very sharp tongue. You say things and then later think, oh, I shouldn't have said that, and it's too late. Very hurtful things. One of you thought that you would be good partners and that you could do well together in the long term, build a relationship, but it was on faulty foundations. I'm getting faulty foundations. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Tower card here. I feel like there was a third party. Not necessarily that one of you was with the third party, but there was somebody who was very interested and wanted this relationship to collapse. One of you holds on to the past, your ghosts, your depression, or some of you may have been abused as children, and this plays into your relationships currently, either you or your partner. I just feel like the love just kind of dwindled over all the arguing and misunderstandings and miscommunications. One of you needed to go within and take on a Virgo thought process, but it looks like you didn't. You didn't think about what you were doing. And maybe some of you, or your partner, were going to other people for advice when you should have been going inside, to your religion and ask your God or goddess what you should do. There was sneakiness in a relationship, trying to get away with something, even to the point of trying to hurt the other just to hurt them. I feel like you're trying to get over this, There will not be a new beginning with this relationship. There just won't. Okay, so what they're saying and what they're feeling is that there was a lot of arguing. There was a lot of miscommunication. Somebody was cold. One of you was cold. And one of you had somebody who was spying on you. Group 2. And there's religious differences here, but there's a lot of physical attraction here. You enjoyed each other's company when you trusted each other. But there came a time when your ghost came back into play. This person just did not want to argue anymore. They didn't want to have to defend their relationship anymore. That's how they felt. And like I said, there was a third person who was trying to break up the relationship. I don't feel like this person was necessarily with this other person. It's just somebody who was involved. It could have been a family member. It could have been a third party. It could have been a friend. But somebody did not like this relationship, and they were just yep, 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 in the other person's ear. And this other person that you were dealing with is very angry, very stoic. I feel like they're cold. They just, just cold. They're just closed off. You see, they're closed off in the heart. They need to open their heart. But I also feel like they've been controlled by other people, possibly their parents or their family, or even their religion. And they're listening to the wrong people instead of listening to their heart. They were listening to what other people had to say. And now this person is alone and they're kind of angry about it. They kind of feel like people broke you up. But in all honesty, they needed to learn to stand on their own 2 feet and have their own decisions and have their own heart about things. But they're telling people that other people broke you up. With religious differences, people not liking each other, one family not liking the other family, that type of thing. And this person doesn't say very much because they're cold. I'm getting that they're cold. They're closed off, so closed off. This could very much be a land sign, not necessarily. It could be a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, because I'm getting those words. Land, earth, and that's what I'm getting for your group too. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you need any more information, this resonates with you, I'll leave my information below. Thank you so much for coming by. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, group 3. You picked citrine and crystal. The crystal is good for everything. Citrine likes to bring money. Let's see what we have here. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Somebody was very closed off. They wouldn't express their feelings. Because look, here it says express your love, and here they're not expressing their love. That's really sad, because this person did love you. They love you. They love you. They loved you and they love you. Material things were very important to this person you were dealing with. They liked money very much, and status, money. I'm getting status, money, riches, look at me. And they weren't thinking about their relationship or love in general. They didn't want love to get in their way of obtaining what they set out to get. Yeah. Financial and material changes, you see. I feel like this person was making money. They were making strides, and they were happy about that. And when they started seeing a little bit of a downfall, they panicked. They don't understand love at all. They don't know how to show it. They don't know about it. What they do know about is money and how to make it. They didn't offer you any love. In fact, sometimes they were mean. They could have been drinking as well. Very greedy here. A very greedy person. That's what I'm showing. It could be a land sign, could be an air sign. I've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius here. Could have been dealing with one of those signs. There was a lack of communication. No listening to judgment or intuition or your god or goddess. Somebody felt like they carried the whole burden, and I feel like it was you. You felt like you were carrying the whole relationship here. Group 3. No. Yes, group 3. You could have been dealing with a Gemini. I believe a lot of you were dealing with a Gemini. It's come up twice for me. You just weren't making it. It just wasn't working. This is what you wanted, and this is what you dreamed of. You offered, but there's things you weren't aware of. There's secrets here. I feel it very strongly. Yeah. See, money was part of the problem. And I also feel like some of these people that you were dealing with, some of you were dealing with someone who was doing things illegally. Drugs or trafficking. Something illegal. And then, yeah, see, this isn't somebody you could trust. And they showed that to you. They did not treat you like the empress that you are. You might be a land sign. You might be a Taurus or a Capricorn or a Virgo. You were very attracted to them physically. You thought you were soulmates. There's the Tower card. If you would have stayed with this person, it would have gotten very ugly very quick. You avoided that. Came out of confusion. This person has secrets. They have partners that they deal with that are about money. There's some illegal happenings here for a lot of them. They could have taken you down with them. Some of them are probably in prison right now. Wait a minute, I'm hearing something. Okay, so I'm hearing that they saved you. Someone feels like they saved you from going down with them. And so they were being mean to you to get you out of the situation, to get you away from their friends, to get you away from their lifestyle, because they thought you deserved better and that you could have better. And it was all about bad choices and money. And that's what I have for group 3. I'm sorry if this is the first time you've heard it. If it resonates with you, my information is down below if you need further guidance. And other than that, thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye. Okay, group 4. You're the ones who picked the pyrite. Pyrite people. Fool's gold. But that stone works with everything. That's a good stone to have. We're going to start with the romance cards. And we have unrequited love. So some of you love someone who didn't love you back. Or vice versa. Could work either way, you guys. You've been asking your god or goddess for your soulmate. And you're actually, this is very interesting because you thought this was your soulmate, but it wasn't. But you are actually manifesting that because they've hurt you. And you will be successful with that. But right now you're trapped in fear. Okay. We have the main idea. This person did not love you the way you loved them. You maybe love deeper than they do, or they were married, or they had other lovers. For some of you, I'm getting that very much. For some of you, I'm very much getting that, you know, you are a side girl, that they were married. Um, it, some of you, they spoiled you, but they had the secret that they were married. Their karma is coming. It's on its way for those who have gone through that. And you either left or they left, you know, in quite a hurry. And see, I feel like they left with someone, a family perhaps. Group 4 so far, I'm sorry. They were torn between you and someone else. This is very much an addiction relationship. You were tied together. One of you wanted to release yourself from it, and this person apparently has released themselves from it, but it was very difficult to do that. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. This I normally see as a Capricorn because he represents the devil. This person could also be an Aries. They were very controlling, or they thought you were, and you're released from that now. This is a very toxic relationship, and I know that because of the devil and the emperor. You were waiting for your ship to come in with this person. It never happened. There's a third party. Somebody's married or very much involved with someone else. It made you anxious and kept you up at night. You didn't want to be single. You didn't want to be single. You did not want this to end. But believe me, it's for the best. This is a back and forth energy. They intercepted a calling to you. You have a calling that this relationship intercepted. And I'm being told that you need to get back on that. There's a calling to you. A calling. Yeah, calling. C-A-L-L-I-N-G. This group is very interesting. Group 4, you have the ability to talk to animals and understand what they're saying, and they understand you. And some of you are supposed to be working with animals, and you're not doing that. And part of the reason is because of this person. Some of you have a lot of cats, and some of you have a lot of dogs. And I'm also getting exotic animals. I'm not sure what that is, but it feels like reptiles. Some of you. I just get information. You know, this is a general reading. There's a lot of people. Very interesting, though. Very interesting there. Knight of Pentacles. They're not coming towards you at all. They're gone in the reverse. You've thought about this, and you're wanting to overcome it. And I feel like you're getting your groove back here. There were way too many secrets you weren't even aware of with this person. And I believe that is why the devil showed up. It's very toxic. There was no happiness here. And you're overcoming a broken heart. Okay, so group 4, it's very interesting because I did receive a spiritual message for you. You are not, You're not where you're supposed to be spiritually, and I hate to say that because I can get in trouble for that, but you're not where you're supposed to be with the animals either. Some of you need to reach out to your religion and get back in touch with your creator, and some of you need to get back in touch with animals. I see this woman, she has a lot of cats. I mean, a lot of cats. If that's you, those cats understand you. You're like a foster parent. You like the wild animals too. You're just, oh my gosh. You like wild cats, like lions and tigers and jaguars, and you're just such a really sensitive, beautiful soul. And you kind of got hooked up with this narcissist, I want to say, who was married and was lying. You're such a good soul, group 4, that it really hurts me to feel your pain. Some of you are psychic. I'm getting a lot of information on group 4. Some of you need a reading because you're unaware of your talents, you're unaware of your abilities or how to acquire them. This person isn't saying anything about you. They are staying quiet. There's a lot of shame around this. The thing is, group 4, and this is for all of you. I don't know how you're going to take this, and it doesn't matter. I'm just a messenger. You're very highly regarded in your religion, your creator, and your angels. A lot of you are light workers, to be honest, and you're attracting devil energy. And I'm so sorry because I know, I know, it's hard to see people go through that. It's hard to go through that. I had a lot of friends that went through that. Some of you definitely need a reading in group 4. You need to learn how to get in touch with your soul purpose. Your soul purpose is what I'm hearing. I don't want to say too much more. I don't want to upset anybody any more than I already have. But yeah, group 4, you're psychic, okay? And you have gifts. And some of you, it's a gift with animals. You're very, your soul is evolved very high. Okay, so group 4, that's all I have for you, and I thank you so much for coming, and I hope you reach out to me someday, and I hope you like my channel and help me out, and until we meet again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.